Hello, everybody. New deal from the bench. Guess what? I got my first guest from the bench. Gunny Mathison. Justin Mathison.
I didn't know you were going to have guests on from the bench. Is this going to be a reoccurring deal?
Anybody that'll come pick up a pair of Spurs, they got to come do it.
Well, tell you what, these Spurs were not going in the mail. I'm sorry.
Gunny didn't want to put them in. Yeah. He didn't want to put them in the mail. He said, "I do not trust the post office."
Yeah.
And I'm thankful we don't insure anything because guess what? They ain't going to pay me anyhow, so I'd have to build a new pair. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
All right, so Gunny is a maker. You have an appreciation for bits and spurs that honestly few other people have because you've
done it.
You've ground on them.
Not to this level, but yeah, it's
don't shortcut yourself.
Well,
Gunny's good at it, but Gunny is also a professional reiner, $1 million rider in NRHA.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. What you say? Hit the road, Jack.
Yep.
I nearly said C. You was about to get in trouble there.
That's okay. I'm scared of cow horses.
You don't like the fence.
No. They could roll over.
Y'all got to. We don't have time for a story about the fence, but that's fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Gunny is somebody that I really, really appreciate, and what he's done here with buying these Spurs. Where are these Spurs going?
On my feet.
They ain't cheap, are they?
No, they weren't cheap. But
They're built.
for what I got, I think they are cheap. I mean,
Well, there you go. That I appreciate that. So Gunny's putting them on his feet. Not everybody understands why you're putting them on your feet,
no.
and
but
they're like, why would you do that, huh?
I own 5 or 6 of your pieces already,
Yes.
right? And they are not on anybody's feet, and they're never going on anybody's feet. But I do have a bridle bit that I do use, and it's awesome of yours. And I really wanted a pair of Spurs that I could put on my feet and represent, quality.
Quality. It is something that's changing. We talked about it earlier. It's the appreciation is changing in the arena. When you pull up at the horse show, you don't pull up in a half ton with a 1-horse trailer.
No.
That's not expectations, right?
No.
You got a nice rig.
Yeah. Brand new Ford, 24 Ford, 450,
Look nice.
8-horse Bloomer trailer.
We look nice.
Yeah.
Right? You put your good hat on when you get in the arena.
Yeah.
You got a good, nice saddle.
Yeah.
None of those things are cheap.
No.
Right? None of them are things
The
are
horse
cheap.
isn't cheap.
Especially.
Yeah.
Right? The horse is not cheap. We're not trying to be cheap.
No.
Money's really not the problem here.
No.
And we're not sure how to solve the appreciation or the understanding for what it is that you have here, but it is changing, and you're leading the charge on that. You're using really, really nice stuff. With that C in there, the NRCHA is taking the bridle bit. They walk out there, not the bridle bit, but the whole bridle. They walk out there in the finals of the world's greatest, and they got their bridle on their arm, and it looks really nice. And there is a growing appreciation for it. You said the Spurs aren't quite there yet. What goes on the foot?
Yeah, I don't think they're quite there yet, but that's because everybody that rides horses, every horse trainer is fascinated with bridle bits, and you got to have 400 of them. But you really only have 1 or 2 pair of Spurs. Great horse trainers have 3 or 4 pairs of Spurs. They switch up between horses, but it's really something that most people just, they do decorate their foot with. There are some very nice Spurs that they decorate their foot with, but for the most part, it's been kind of mass-produced stuff.
Yep.
And
It's more of a tool.
it's more of a tool.
Right.
Yeah.
It's more of a tool. I see you're wearing a watch.
Yeah. It just tells me the time. But it makes me feel good about it.
There you
Telling
go.
the time with this watch.
That's
Like,
right.
I look down and I feel good about it, and it's the psychology of it. Wearing those Spurs, that's gonna make me feel good. I don't care to show off to anybody.
No.
It is gonna
make you different, though.
It's gonna make me feel better.
Yep, it'll make you feel better. That vehicle makes you feel better. That horse makes you feel better. You know, all that stuff makes you feel better, and that's what this is about. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to do with everything I do, is make somebody feel better about themselves. Because at the end of the day, in reality, those mass-produced spurs, which are readily available and far more economical, will do the exact same thing. The spurs that you're going to take off your boot to put those on, if the rowel and everything's the same, it's
Gonna be the same.
gonna be the same. Oh, that nice horse that you're going to show in is going to ride and feel the same way, or you wouldn't be buying the spurs, right? That's something that's important to understand too. Is just because they're really fancy and really nice doesn't mean that there's a downgrade in function, right? So we get called jewelry an awful lot because it's so fancy. But if that vehicle didn't run like the cheap one, you wouldn't ride that. You wouldn't drive that fancy vehicle, right? It's got to run.
It's gotta run.
And so in reality, I can do things because we're not cutting it from a mold,
Yeah.
right? So you called me and said, Willie, I need this rowel, this shank. I want this band. Now you be you.
I had a pair of spurs that I loved, and I loved how they fit. I loved how far I had to move my leg to touch the horse, and how little I had to touch the horse. So the dimensions I had, and that was one thing that made it easy for me to pull the trigger on this, is I knew that without even trying them on, I knew they were going to be what I wanted, because you worked within my dimensions. And I made the spurs that I was riding in.
Right.
And I'm going to have friends that call me a dumbass for spending this kind of money on spurs, but I don't really care about the money. It's more about the inspiration that this is going to give me to feel better, to ride the horse better. I don't know what it is. I can't tell you what it is.
Can't either.
I just have a feeling that whenever you do something like this for yourself, it inspires you to be better. So it's kind of part of the reason that I wanted to do it.
Well, certainly makes
And I'm
me
a
feel.
big fan of yours.
Well-
Don't mean to interrupt, but
Well, both we're a fan of each other, and I got to say, the spurs that you have on the shelf in the house,
yeah,
that's pretty cool for me, right? That you think enough of them that you have them on the shelf. But I'm going to tell you, it makes me feel real good. It makes it. There's another box that's checked of credibility or something within me for a rider of your status to take something that I use. You're making your living with. You trust me enough to build a bridle bit for you or a pair of spurs that then you can get in the show ring. And there are going to be friends that call you a dumbass, but there's also going to be friends that say, look at Gunny.
those are cool.
That's cool. Just like our friend Linda Jacobs, as she's walking down the alley,
Yep.
walking by you. What'd you say?
I said, I know where you got those spurs. I could see it like that.
Right.
And she wore them proudly.
Yeah.
She loved them, but I can pick your work out like it's nothing just because I'm such a
You're a
fan.
fan. You're a fan. You're a connoisseur, right?
No,
You look.
you know, the other thing that inspired me to do this was you built a pair for Ryan Moats a few years ago, and I saw a video somewhere where his were a little bit rusty, and there's no way that I think I would have been brave enough to do it, but his were rusty.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get mine rusty.
That's perfect. And they're going to change,
Yeah.
right? It's going to change. It's not going to decrease the value in them. The artwork is going to change. But now your story is, and I hope you don't get bucked off. But if you do, you're going to remember it wearing them damn spurs, right? And that story will be on there, right?
Sure I'm gonna
Or,
fall off.
well, you could all. I do too. That's why I'm a bit in spur maker, right? But you could also win the futurity in them.
Yeah.
And if you do win the futurity in those spurs, when they do go on the wall for someday, then you'll say, I won the futurity in 26 wearing them spurs.
Yeah.
Or 25, whenever it happens, right?
I got some nice horses too. I think it could happen.
That's what we want to see.
Yeah. No, and I've always wanted to call you and say I won something in that bridle bit, and I've been really close.
Right.
I've been really close. That bridle bit's won a bunch. It's won $100,000.
There you go.
And those spurs that I made, that are, these are based off of, they've won $1 million.
There you go.
Those spurs have won a lot of money, and they're not too worn out. Okay.
Nope.
I could still wear them. but they hit a mark that made me happy enough to
Yep.
where I put them on the wall. And they're abused.
Exactly.
They're not perfect anymore. The silver's dinged up, they're rusted, but I'm so proud of them that I did not want to completely trash them, then put them on the wall. So
I hope the next million happens in those.
it is.
You know what I mean? Like that means something. That's exactly what I'm talking about. By you using them, I won $1 million in these Spurs. Adon Benuelos is won the American a couple times riding the bridle bit that I made.
Yeah.
That bit means something to me. Had he left it in the trailer and not used it, which ironically the first time he used it was at the American the very first time, and then he won it, and now it's his lucky bit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All that psychology and all that stuff is so cool. Well,
I'm glad he bought that bridle bit too, because I wanted it too.
we got to give credit to
I
the
wouldn't have won the money in it.
we got to give credit to the Quirks.
Yeah.
Todd and Elizabeth bought it, and
Gotcha.
then Adon got it, and so it took all of us to make it happen. Throw Jim Edwards in there too with what he did, but that's all good. Back to the Spurs. Show them what you got. Got the logo.
Got my logo on it. I wanted some inlay. I wanted some steel engraving, and I wanted my shank wasn't. It's long, but it's not super long. And I would say it's two and 3/8.
Yeah, 3/4, I think, isn't it?
No,
No,
it's
two and a-
not.
not
it
that.
might be 2.5 to the edge, but
All right, right.
this
and it's
was
up.
up high a little bit because I'm longer legged, so I wanted not to reach that far. I just wanted to touch, and I wanted a 6-point rowel because it's something that feels dull when it's just pressed against something, but it's got some pop if you go
Yeah.
poke, horse moves. So
Got reaction.
to me, it's something that creates effort in a horse without a lot of work from me.
Yeah,
So
right.
that's kind of what I was looking for.
Exactly.
And I love them. They're freaking perfect.
Well,
And I can't wait to send you a picture of me using them the first time like I did the other ones.
I can't wait to see it either. Thank you, Gunny.
Thank you, dude.
Appreciate you.
you big time.